What is up, punk rockers, headbangers, and power pop freaks? My name is Chip, and I'd like to welcome you back to this track-by-track commentary series for Lightning in Our Veins, the latest album by Chip and the Charge-Ups. Today, I'm going to be walking you through track number 6, Iced Tea and Lemonade.
Two strong spirits, just fine on our own. Don't need others to make us feel whole. Cool.
Now, Iced Tea and Lemonade was the last song written for Lightning in Our Veins. And that's because we had recorded the album little by little over the course of a year. And that's a story in itself. But we had written the album and recorded the album over the course of a year. And we had reached the end, and as we were piecing things together and kind of imagining how the track list would be and the order of the songs and so forth, it became apparent that it was a great album, but it was missing one thing, and that was a ballad. So I quickly wrote a ballad, and that was Iced Tea and Lemonade. And I had practiced singing it, but then I also thought, wonder what this would sound like if Maleena sang it. So she and I worked together and got her vocals going on it, and they sounded good. I thought mine sounded good. And we had just reached a point where we knew it was the end of our recording timeline. We had the studio time booked. That was the end. We had plans to move on from there. We were at the finish line. So we didn't have a lot of time to kind of debate which version would go on the album or who would sing the song. So we recorded both of us singing it. She recorded a version, I recorded a version, and we just finished recording and left deciding who would sing it until later. So after we had finished the studio process, we invited some friends over, and these are people who we have so much respect for their music knowledge and their passion for music, people that we really trust with their opinions on music. And we let them hear both versions and asked them, which one should we put on the album? The Chip version or the Maleena version? Well, the consensus was that we should put the Maleena version on the album. And the thing that really kind of made my mind up is a comment from one of those friends who said, it's such a sweet song, and Maleena has such a sweet voice, it's like a perfect match. And I'm like, yeah, you are right. That is so true. That is such a perfect match. So Maleena's version ended up going on the album. And even though it was the last song, and it was like something that was written, I don't want to say hurriedly, but written kind of on a tight timeline, it turned out to be possibly one of my favorites on the album. So there are two versions. One of them is on the album, and you may be thinking, Chip, what about the other version? Don't we get to hear that? Well, some of you might. I mean, anyone can, but some of you might. And that's because we are releasing the Chip version of Iced Tea and Lemonade to members of our Patreon program in October. So if you are a member, in October, you will get the Chip version of Iced Tea and Lemonade. You'll be the only people in the world to get it. And it only costs $1 for the base membership, and you'll get the song for that. You don't have to commit long term. If you just want to stay in October and cancel your membership, that is absolutely fine. But hey, having a membership will get you to hear this hidden, archived version of Iced Tea and Lemonade. So that's the story of that song. So we will be performing Iced Tea and Lemonade with Maleena singing for our album release party. Then that album release party will be October 3rd. It's a Saturday. That'll be at Jurgles in Warrendale, Pennsylvania, just north of Pittsburgh. It is a free admission show, subject to restaurant restrictions, and it's under 21 with parent or guardian. So we hope to see our fans of all ages there to come out and have a good time with us. So we hope to see you then, and I will definitely see you tomorrow when I talk about track 7 from Lightning in Our Veins. Till then, rock on.
Your lemonade.